Hey guys, Psyche here, and welcome back to another episode of Glacial Awakening with me. Hello. I figured out what the Hands of Time is for. I had to watch a full video to figure it out, but that's okay. I'll just show you. Okay, so remember last episode I just kind of mentioned it had something to do with the Shifting Sundial, because that's what a comment somewhere on Reddit said, but it didn't explain anything. I was like, I don't know what this is for. So, let me quickly tell you, one, to craft it, all it takes is infused brick, which is just putting some sky stone onto the natural altar, and you get infused rock, and you just craft that into brick, a clock, and then the token of euphoria and the token of terror, which we've made before. So I went ahead and collected all of those items. There's another clock in here. I don't know why I didn't take it out. So that'll give us a Shifting Sundial. And with that, you'll also need the item frame, as well as a Hand of Time, as well as your clocks, and I believe an excess of mana, which I can easily do over at the farm. So, I'm just gonna run over there and then we'll set this up real quick. Ooh, it might be, I'd want decoration too. I'm like, I don't need it, but I want it. Hang on, I'll go to, no, I can use this. Do I use the ancient log? Should I use it? I can use the arcane base block. No, I want to use the ancient logs. Boop, boop. Ancient. Ooh. Bark. I'll do one, and then, like, can I make that into, like... Can I make it into trapdoors? Ancient. No. But I can make a slab. Which I'm okay with. Boop, boop. Just because I want it to be pretty. I can't help it. Things gotta look nice to a certain degree. Except I haven't decorated the the birthing altar we made the other day, so I might be a little biased. I want this to look pretty, and I don't care about anything else. Doesn't matter where we put this? Not really. It really doesn't. I'll just stick it right, you know. It's nice. You know, we could... I'm in a dilemma. I don't know where to put it. I'm being indecisive. It doesn't matter. It's literally a one block tall. I'll put it here. We'll do boop and then boop. It doesn't have to be off the ground, but I want it to be. So you'd put down your Shifting Sundial. You slap an item frame on there, and then you put a Hand of Time. And the part I don't remember is what it pointing to. Like, all right. So I believe up is midnight. And then this is sunrise, sunset, or sunrise, midday, sunset. So I believe it's that, so midnight's at the top. First, you point it towards what you want to be. So I just slept, so it should be, well, it's almost midday. So we'll keep it on midnight, just to do the complete flip-flop. And I'm going to go ahead and get a ton of mana over here, because I think we ran out. I can make a jump. Okay, so I think we ran out. So first of all... I'm gonna collect all these extra eggs and stuff. There we go. And, goodbye. We'll let the aura go up a little bit. Put that away. I need out. Let me out. Let me out. Ooh, I almost got out. Let me out. Okay, so I don't know if that's enough, but it should be enough. But anyway, so you choose the time you want it to be, you put it on the item frame onto the Shifting Sundial, and then you should be able to click the Shifting Sundial with the clock, and it'll adjust to whatever time you choose, depending on if you have enough mana, or aura. It takes a lot of aura, but let's... Okay, apparently I don't have enough, or I'm doing this wrong. Hey, can I kill another one of you? Boop. That shot up a little bit. I gotta wait till it's done before... I just noticed there's like a little guy on the Distangular of Mortals. That's both creepy and also sad. Alright, that's done. Hello. I'm gonna just max out the aura if I can. Oh. Were you not done? Why didn't that one count? Unless that cow might have not been alive very long. What about you? Oh. It's just not doing it. Or I'm just not getting the aura effect anymore. I'm not sure. Well, what? Now it's midday, so be off that. Let's just adjust it slightly. No? I thought this is how it worked, but apparently not. Or like I said, I don't have enough aura happening. Well, I guess I was wrong, and I'm sad about that. But it's what it's supposed to do. I'm just having a hard time doing it. Probably because, like I said, ow! Hey, where'd you come from? It's daytime. Jerk. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I wish I could see how long some of these guys have been alive. See, it's not doing anything, and I'm very confused. I'm confused! Safe to say, I'm confused. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to leave it on that, because I don't know why it's not working. This is what the tutorial told me to do, and now I am confused. Unless I have to have... He had a certain thing around it. Hang on, let's go home real quick. I didn't realize it was required, but maybe it is. So I believe, if I remember correctly, you know those types of ingots we were making, the green ones? Let's see if I can find them in here. Yeah, the infused iron. We might need blocks of them. Now, I could put blocks of iron on there. So let's go ahead and try this real quick. Let's go to our aura. It doesn't hurt to try. I just thought he had them on there just so he could put signs on stuff. But like I said, I could be wrong. I made assumptions when I shouldn't have. So let's go ahead. Oh, this just takes a bit. I forgot that takes a bit. Which would make sense because I'm doing a whole block. As soon as this one's done, I'll go and make a block out of the 12 I have. I guess. Oh, this takes a long time. Hurry up! Thank you. Put one more down and we'll go home real quick. And let me grab, let's tell it to do that. And then grab my extra 3. Do this, put 3 away, and then we'll just do it for ingots. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. I believe this is what he had on there. I didn't want a whole episode of this, but I wanted it to be quick. But that's okay. I'd rather... you guys need to know that I don't always get everything right on the first try. And I'm sure you guys know that well better than I do half the time. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's not as plain as day as you would want it to be, and that's okay. We'll just sit here. Why does this feel... This does is faster. This does is faster. Because I'm only doing one ingot at a time, but it feels like I should just do all of the ingots one at a time rather than waiting for the block. The block might just take longer because they have it set that way. I'm also taking aura out of this area, but that's okay. I gotta go back home to make these back into block. Oh, I have 4 blocks. I did math wrong somewhere. That's okay. Math isn't always my strong suit. I'm not bad at it, but meh. So let's see. I needed that, and then that should be it. That's all I noticed. Shouldn't have to have the signs, too. So let's go over here. And maybe it had to do... Now, it also might pertain to other things. I did kind of skip around the video, so I didn't, I just tried to find where he was holding it in his inventory. But we'll see. Maybe it's like this. Midnight? No. Maybe I just don't have enough aura. He said it takes a lot of aura, but whatever. I'll just put it back the way that it was. And take my stuff home. And we'll move on and do something else. Because that's okay. I'll figure it out another time. So go ahead and put our stuff up. Okay. So what's another quest that we could possibly work on? We've got quite a few to choose from. Now that it's becoming nighttime, actually, it might be a good idea to do this one, the Celestial Crystal. Now, from what I understand with the Celestial Crystal is Celestial crystal. You use it, you make celestial crystal cluster, and a cluster is made with stardust, a rock crystal, and liquid starlight, and it gives you celestial crystal cluster. And I believe if you just kind of let it sit, it should be okay. But let me see. Alright, I wanted like a weaker one. 2, 3, 33, 30, 38, 33, 42. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I gotta go throw this into a thing that will grind it up first. Probably the sag mill. Nope. How do I make the dust? Crusher. I made a crusher. It's not a difficult recipe. See? It's just this stuff. I went ahead and made it because I needed it. I think it was giving me more dye for flowers because I was using that quite a bit. And then we should be able to go up here, and I should, if I remember correctly, just have some liquid starlight sitting around. I do. I still have a penguin just kind of hanging out. That's okay. Let's see. I'm going to put it in a hole. Boop, boop. It's making particles, so I think I'm doing something right. Let me double check. Yeah. I don't know how long it takes, though. I haven't a clue. Now, what I could do is while I wait is reading the book a little bit. So, let me see. It is the Astral Tome, and I believe it's in the Constellation section. Go into there a little bit. Yeah, here it is. So, we were looking at crystal clusters. So, the stardust appears to be far more useful to experiment with than the raw star metal ore. Hang on. I made the celestial crystal cluster. I'm going to leave it as is just for now. So since stardust appears to be far more useful to experiment with than the rock star metal ore, the little grains occasionally flash with light and sparkle while flowing like sand against an ocean tide. As we've not found any direct uses from the ancients, experimentation has revealed it readily bonds to the surface of rock crystals in a thin but rough coating. This is not helpful in itself and refuses to be removed from the crystal without grinding. Since removal of the rough coating would leave you at square one, changing how the dust collects on the crystal surface may be a better approach. Placing the stardust into liquid starlight and subsequently tossing in a crystal seems to result in more even application of the dust, as well as promoting growth of the crystal into a stable cluster that seems hungry for starlight. Leaving this cluster to grow with starlight shining on it may create something with more useful, and these clusters seem to interact symbiotically with star metal ore itself. So, we need to grow this cluster. So oh no, I can't. Okay, let me try that again. I need another rock crystal ore. So, actually, let me grab this. Let me go home, grab another rock. And I think what I need to do is we need to go over to one of the astral sorcery, like, rock things that I can use to point starlight at it. So I want my linking tool, I want my hang glider, and we're going to go back up to the reactor and choosing a direction. Because I've learned that if I teleport to one of these things, it just doesn't work the way that I want it to. So, I just gotta go fly to one real quick. And I don't know if I have any necessarily close by. I think we passed one while we were going over here. That might be one right there. Oh, there's also one over here. One over here. We'll just go until we find one. I think it's just like as long as I don't teleport to it, the rock in the center should be okay. So let's just keep going until we find one. Like I said, there shouldn't be one too far away. I was right next to one over here when we were fighting the creeper last episode, so I just don't remember exactly how far or necessarily which direction to be like exact. But I think it's in this general direction. So let's see. I should be on the right track, I believe. There's not one yet. But that's okay. Ooh. I think there's a house over here, which is the house that we went to. So then maybe there's one just a little farther from here. Is this the house we went to? No, this is just a weird collection of these rocks. Okay, where am I on my map? There should be one this way. If I'm reading my map correctly. There it is. It's one. I don't think the exact one I was thinking of, but it's one of them. So that's all that matters. Boop. And I'll go ahead and it seems to be... Oh, no, I've been here before. I don't know if it'll still work, but Doesn't hurt to try. Okay. Because I do have an extra rock at home if need be. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and steal some of this. So I could just make a good little area for this. Boop, 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 boop. So I'll do that. Do this. We'll wait. And then I can do my linking tool and link the collector crystal to it. There's got to be a way to pick up the crystal, though. The resulting fully grown crystal cluster yielded a much larger crystal that was more robust and deeply blue tinted from the stardust. The study shows that while they resemble rock crystals in many ways, they exceed them in almost every capacity. Using them in place of a rock crystal for any endeavor should be profitable. So that's talking about what we're trying to get, the celestial crystals. Okay, so that's like that now. Boop, boop. Unlinked all links. That wasn't my goal. Link cluster to a block. Okay, cool. It did the thing. So now I wait. And I'm not sure for how long. That's always the downside of the astral sorcery stuff, is like there's a lot of waiting and there's not a lot of like telling you how long you're going to be waiting for. I also don't even know if this is the right thing. That's the other problem, is like I know I need to point starlight at it, but I don't know if I need to have like star metal below this either. And I thought I could mine it, but apparently that answer is no, so I don't know anything. And I can't teleport away, because otherwise then this doesn't work, and it's just, I'm going to have to stare at it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause the episode here, and I'll come right back when I discover if this is working, or if I'm sitting here for too long and nothing has happened. Alright? Okay. And after a very long time later, a whole day cycle, because I was too afraid to teleport or speed it up myself, we have our celestial crystal cluster fully grown. And you can tell it's fully grown, the way I'm telling it at least, is if I look, you see my upper left, it's looking at it, it completely matches the completely grown one here. But also a much easier way, of course, is it's glowing these little white little dots stuff. So it should be ready to go. And I believe any pickaxe should be good enough. I hope so. We're going to go ahead and mine it. Yay! We did it! Ooh, it also gives us 2 stardust back. That's awesome! So, from that, we can use this. It's basically like, so like if I hold shift, it's got a larger size, it got much bigger purity. It has a 92% purity, that's awesome, and a 50% cutting. So, essentially what it boils down to is anything in astral sorcery, and if you are going to be using a normal rock crystal, you're better off just using the celestial crystal. I don't know if there's necessarily any crafting recipes. Yeah, you could get liquid starlight with it. You can make a ton of stuff. Like, it literally just replaces the normal crystals. But I'm not saying in the crafting it's necessarily better, but in most things where if you're just going to be using a celestial crystal, you're better off doing it that way. So, we have that now. So that's awesome. I'm glad that we got that. It took a little longer than I thought, but also if I probably started it closer to sunset, instead of doing it like halfway through the night, I would have saved like 10 minutes because I was waiting for the day cycle. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to do nothing. So I'm so happy we got that now. So we're actually getting really close with this chapter at 47%. I want to see if maybe we can finish this episode off with maybe a 50%. So let's see. Is there anything else that's like easy? There's this player interface, and I'm not quite sure what it's for. But we have everything except maybe the empowered diamantine. Empowered. Yeah, we don't have that, but that's not usually that difficult to do. The ender casing also takes more empowered diamantine and a block of black quartz. Black quartz shouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. Do we have black quartz? Black? Yeah, we have 54. Let's see. Player interface. And this will also tell us exactly what it's for, which is really nice. So it's like, the player interface works in a similar way to the phantom face, except it's connected to a player instead of a block. And the connection is established by placing it down. When inputting items, they will be moved to the player's inventory, and also when inputting CF, it will charge the items in the player's inventory. So this is a nice way to, like, I don't know, get infinite food or energy or anything like that, I guess, if we wanted to do it that way. Or if you're just kind of doing something where you need a lot of stuff in your inventory all the time, it can input it into there. So let's see how far we can get We've got a couple minutes left, so let's go ahead and make one more coil. And this is an advanced coil. Oop, I need another gold nugget. Okay. So we'll do that, and then we have the Wither Skeleton Skull. The Ender Casings require block support. You only get one per, so we need 4 of these. And the only thing that we're missing, really, is the Empowered Diamantine Crystals. And we can go ahead, if we make 1 block, that's 9, but we need 8 times 4, which is 32, plus 2, so that's 34. So we need a couple of these. So let's go ahead and make it like blocks. So that's... Oop. I don't even have any diamantines. How do I make diamantines? I make these from the atomic. It's just diamonds. That makes sense. And I believe I could do this through the block. So it would be 9, 18, 27, 36. We'll do 4 blocks of it. And also, let's go ahead and look at diamantine. The empowered version, in order to make it, it takes clay, and light blue. We got lots of clay, I think. Yeah, we got clay. So, each time I'm going to need one block of clay. So I only need 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 8 normal clay. And then light blue. I don't have any light blue, but I can make light blue. There we go. 1, 2. Because we're only doing 4 times. And I can sleep now. We don't need all these monsters in our way. I don't need it to be nighttime. I'm done with night. Let's go ahead and teleport up to maybe the reactor. That's the closest, I think. And we'll get one of them done. Or 2. Or maybe more. Who knows? Hey, take that snow off. Alright, so I believe it's just put the clay there. Clay here, this here. And then put the diamond right here. Oh, does it not do the block? Oh, I haven't changed these yet. Haha, that would make sense. Stop punching me. Let's go to tech. I forgot this part. Boop. There we go, all 4 of them. And now we can go back to our reactor. I will shoot that guy with lightning. I missed. Ah. That's just fun to do. I'm glad it doesn't set anything else on fire, though, because I'd be screwed. Alright, cool. We'll let that sit. But, unfortunately, we're at the end of this episode, so we'll finish crafting this next episode, but now we at least know the recipe for it so far. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that, please put it down in the comments below. I always greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!